So, we're going to cover one quick tip that can help you boost your career. And then we're going to be talking about the essence of social awareness. So, that quick tip, this is the quickest tip you'll ever hear that probably might have the biggest impact on your career. And it's very simple. It's so simple that it's actually underrated. When I first heard about this, I didn't even really appreciate it until I saw that the facts really backed it up. Leaders and influencers and people with high emotional intelligence, they dress sharp. They dress well. Now, that's an incredibly simple tip. Our course is not on fashion, but I believe if you spend a few more minutes each day looking at your appearance and just adding in a few little details or tightening up your appearance, tucking things in, standing with a little straighter posture, your appearance can shift radically. And in particularly, if you're not groomed, if your hair isn't washed, things like that, bad breath, if you can just eliminate all the bad things, the odors and unkempt hair, and wear a little bit nicer clothing and make it all fit together, the matching colors and so forth, 5 or 10 minutes a day can radically impact your career in a hugely, hugely positive direction. It's one of the quickest hacks you can do to boost your emotional intelligence. And this is social awareness because people judge us on how we look, and we need to be aware about how our clothing choices and how our appearance is impacting the perceptions of those around us. So dress nice. Now, the real heart of our course is in social awareness is understanding what people are really saying, what they are really saying. And this is what will set you apart in the world. If you can understand the basic needs people are going through, the basic emotions people are experiencing. So there's 5 or 7 of them or 10 of them, depending on what theory you're going to use. You can check the email to review those basic emotions. But in social awareness, we're trying to use our empathy skills to determine what that person is feeling, at a deep, deep level. And, you learned some skills the other day too, tying yourself together, turning towards them and making eye contact and focusing and sitting still. You learn to nod your head and ask questions. Sounds like you're feeling blank, right? So those are great techniques, but there's this whole other realm of communication, of nonverbal communication, which is body language, which is tonality. And the body language and tonality is a rich, rich source of information about how someone is really, really feeling. And there's so much information out there that we can't cover it in this short little video, but there's a few little pointers I want to give right now. The number one thing you can notice is if the person is taking you seriously or not. If they are not looking at you, or if they are not turning towards you, you know you don't have their full attention. And you know you aren't in a position to really understand what they're going through. So unless someone starts to turn towards you and look at you in the eye, it means they don't feel safe enough around you. You don't have their full attention. So what you need to be able to do is ask questions until that person is able to face you and tell you what's going on in a clear and focused way. So if they're fiddling on their computer, they're washing dishes, they're kind of looking at you, they're texting, and your intention is to listen to them, you can't just get a clear vibe on what they're saying because their nonverbal communication isn't facing you. So you need to be able to have people face you and look you dead on in the eye. You need to be able to get people's attention. And one of the ways you do that is by sounds like you're feeling stressed, or you try to guess, you try to reflect their emotion back at them. Another big body awareness thing is your posture. I think we all noticed last week how some of us we could sit up straighter, we could be taller, We could just sit upright. And when you start sitting upright more, you'll appear more powerful. People will start to be aware of you more. And likewise, you can notice the whole posture of other people. That's what I'm trying to get at. Their posture is facing away from you, or maybe it's curved over. Maybe it's upright. And those are powerful indicators about what a person is feeling. And the second realm of nonverbal communication is noticing the person's tonality, if it's soft, if it's loud, if it's sharp, if it's angry. And we can use these things to determine if someone is grounded in themselves and if they are confident in themselves. And these are things that you are being evaluated on as well. So sit upright, talk with a firmer tone, a more confident tone, and dress sharp. Great job.